Hey everyone, welcome back to Super Mario 64. In the last episode, we did the very first star in Bomb on Battlefield, and then went to Womp's Fortress and cleaned up all of those stars in one fell swoop. And then in this episode, we're gonna move on and do our third course, and we'll see how much time we have left over to do other things, but that's the current game plan. I also want to mention real quick that if you sit in one spot for long enough without pressing any buttons or moving the control stick or anything, Mario will fall asleep. So, nice realism, right? Alright, so course number 3, if I'm not mistaken, is actually behind this door right here. That you need 3 stars to open. A whole 3 stars. Let's just double check. Yeah, it definitely is. Okay. So, course 3 is actually this course right here. And in the Japanese version, this picture is actually a little bit different. It's a few bubbles instead of like a whole ship. I don't know why they changed it. Actually, I do. It's a little bit more clear what it is, but it's a little bit interesting nonetheless. So our first star in this level is Plunder in the Sunken Ship. And in this first mission, this first star, the sky is super foggy. There's actually fog on the ground that you can see. It's way more pronounced in the 3D All-Stars version, the Shindo version. But Plunder in the sunken ship. So that would imply that there's a sunken ship somewhere. And if you swim out this way and enjoy the awesome music, you can go down and there will be a sunken ship down here. And so the way to enter the sunken ship is this eel's blocking the hole. If you come up close to him and then swim a certain distance away, I don't know how far you actually have to go, but about there should work. Or going to the surface will also work. The eel comes out, and then you can go into the hole that he was in. It is worth noting that there's still water in here, and so you can drown pretty easily, but we'll be fine because there's actually these 4 treasure chests here, and you have to open them in a certain order. And the first one happens to be the one by itself back here. And then if you take a hard left and go straight to the one that's on the far left from that vantage point, that is the next one. And then you go clockwise from there and hit this one, and then hit this one alongside it. And there's this huge platforming challenge that you're supposed to do, but if you are quick, you can actually swim up straight to the top, and make it up to where the star is, because this is where the star is. It's hidden inside this block. I'm gonna real quick jump back down just to do the platforming to show how that's done, I suppose. It's not super hard. You just have to jump on all the oddly colored platforms that they give you. If you step onto the ship itself, it's very sloped and you will slide. But as long as you take it slow, one platform at a time, it's not too difficult. Pretty sure you can jump on this beam, and then there you go. It's opening star blocks, you just jump into them. And there you go. Oh, graphical glitches. Woohoo. Alright, so star number 2. Can the eel come out to play? So this star is actually very similar to the other star in but like how it begins. So you just have to make your way out to like the main deep area of the level. And there's now no fog, and the ship has risen because you drained all the water out of it. But we are going to ignore that for right now, because there's actually an eel down here inside this hole with netting on it. And when you get close enough to him, he'll come out to say hi, and he will hurt you if you touch him, so don't touch him. But he comes out to say hi, and then he starts swimming out from the hole. And if you wait until his tail comes out, there's a star attached to it. And then you just have to chase after him and touch the star. And when you touch the star, it'll come off of him and appear right below the hole that he came out of. It's very easy to drown trying to chase him, or hit him accidentally, and you take like 2 or 3 damage from hitting him, so be careful. Star number 3, Treasure the Ocean Cave. So the Ocean Cave is actually over there again. There's a lot of going over to this main area that we have to do. But instead of going towards the eel, which is now out and about, there's actually this cave entrance off to the side. And when you enter it, there's a sign here that greets you, and it says, "Keep out." That means you. Arg. Anyone entering this cave without permission will meet certain disaster. And they're not kidding, because those like spires that look very precarious will fall on top of you when you run into them. But they're not hard to run past. And then this is like the chests that they're talking about, the treasure, right? So there's 4 more chests, and the order for this one is the back one, the left one, the right one, and then the front one. And then it spawns a star right behind it in the center. Star number 4 is the red coins. Yeah, red coins on the ship Afloat. So once again, we're going to do 100 coins alongside the red coins. Actually, does this have a 1-up? No, it has coins. No. Well, there's 3 coins in that block. Some of the blocks do have coins, and then some of them have 1-ups, and some of them have stars. But the water levels in particular are very tight on the coins that you're allowed to grab. There's only like 104 total in this level, I'm pretty sure. But if you come over here, there's actually a coin ring around the spire at the top of the water that you can grab. And then what we're going to do is we're going to head down into the cave again, because the cave has like a good 40 or 50 coins in it. On the way, I guess we'll just grab this coin ring now. You can either grab it now when you come back, or grab like half and half. It doesn't really matter. You're just going to want to grab them at some point. And then once we get into the cave, if you make a right, there's a blue coin switch that you might have seen earlier. And all the blue coins spawn right here. And there's 6 of them just straight in a row. There's also these Goombas, there's 3 of them here. And each of them will drop 1 coin when you kill them in various ways, however you decide to do that. And then the last thing that we need in here is there's a point ring on this other side. And look at that, we were already at 60. I think we entered the cave with like 11. And then the coin ring gives another 8, so we might have entered at like 20. But yeah, so then when we exit the cave, grab the coin ring or whatever coins are missing if you didn't grab all of them earlier. And then there's otherwise this clam right here, and he actually has our first red coin that we're going to grab. And then when we make our way up here, there's more clams that are just kind of chilling on the floor. This one has a red coin in particular. And then there's a coin ring. And then this clam has a shell inside of him. If you hold B, you'll pick up the shell, and it'll make you move decently fast while you're swimming underwater. Oh, I guess you don't have to hold B, but you have to press B to grab it. And then now you have a shell. It doesn't last that long, evidently. I've never really used the shell underwater. I don't really think there's much of a point to it. If anything, for me in particular, it makes it harder to play water levels, so it's there if you want to use it. I don't recommend it, but yeah. There's another red coin in that clam. And then there's one more clam up here that's actually kind of easy to miss that has another red coin in it. These clams will hurt you, by the way, if you touch them while they're opening, basically while they're moving. There we are. And now the rest of the coins are actually going to be up here, but first and foremost, we're going to talk to this Bob-omb to open the cannon. And that always shows you where the cannon is whenever you talk to the Bob-omb. So there's a red coin on the spire right here that you just have to climb up real quick and grab a hold of. And then if we go backtrack a little bit, there's a 5-coin stack right there. And then there's a switch that will spawn some blocks to allow you to do this a little bit easier. It's timed with about 15 coins on each of these like 3 wooden walkways, wooden beams. And then when you get on the ship, there's going to be a red coin right here at the front of it. The bow? Is that what the bow is? I don't know ship terms very well. And then up here is the last 2 red coins that we need. This box right here is actually will hurt you if you touch it, and in some cases it can just instantly kill you because it crushes you, like over and over again. So just steer clear of it. It's really not worth messing with. But once you get up here onto the stern, I should really not try to say things I don't know about, but once you get up to the back end of the ship, the last 2 coins are up here, and by the time you grab this coin, at the very least, you should have all the coins that you need for the 100 coin star. And then the red coin star spawns right here, and you just grab it and you're done. And that leaves only 2 stars left in this course already. This game goes by really quick when you know what you're doing, and you're not fighting with the controls or the camera. So star number 5, Blast to the Stone Pillar. The reason why we open the cannon is because we actually need it right here to get this next star. Blast to the Stone Pillar. So basically what this one is you look for the stone pillar, and there's like 3 of them. But you want the leftmost one. So just kind of move back and forth until you get your cannon lined up with the pillar itself. Right about... I'm not doing... Okay, there we go. That will work. And then you want to aim maybe about right here-ish. Yeah. And that will put you so that you grab onto the spire itself. If you're too low, you'll just bonk into it and fall off. And if you're too high, then you'll overshoot and just go soaring past it. And then what you want to do is get Mario so that he is lined up with that platform that you can see with the box on it. And once you do that, you'll jump off exactly where he is. Like, he'll go in the exact direction that he's facing. So you just want to jump off onto the ledge and then hit this box with a star. And actually, you can ground pound before you hit the box to stay in the air for long enough to grab the star and then come back down with it. Alright, last star in this level is star 6 through the jet stream. We can't do that right now in the intended way. So we're actually gonna do the tips and tricks real quick. So yeah, we'll just go into that star. So first things first, obviously you can long jump over to here and then run over and long jump before you make it off the platform. I did it a couple times earlier, but I failed at that time. And As far as I can think of right now, there's only a couple things I want to mention in particular. One, the star that we need for this one is actually here, and you can swim through the stream and grab it without the intended way to grab it. Swimming in this game is timing based, so when Mario does like his stroke, you want to press A in like a rhythm of like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I think I was a little bit slow saying it, but basically you get used to pressing it with like halfway through his animation, or right as he finishes like moving his arms back is when you press it again. And if you do it consistently enough, you will swim really fast, and you'll actually outswim the current that's supposed to push you away from the star. Basically, that's the only time you'll ever need the metal cap, and it kind of makes it useless if you are able to swim fast enough to get the star. I'm not actually going to collect it, but as you can see, I was making real progress on it, and if I would have kept going, I would just swam straight into it. So the last thing that I want to mention is actually if you come up to a wall while you're underwater, and then you press B over and over again, Mario will kind of like glide up the wall. And I don't know why, but it's a super quick way to get up to the surface in levels, especially like Jolly Arthur Bay, if you're running out of air and need to get up real quick. You know, you just swim into it, and then press B. And I don't know why that works, but it does, so. That's all I got for this level, though. We're gonna move on. Exit course. And actually, when you get 10 stars, this will happen where this light appears on the sundial in the main room of the castle. It's the main entrance of the castle. And what you want to do with it is you want to go into first person by pressing C stick up, and then look up into the into the sun, I suppose. And as it says, "Welcome to the wing cap course." Everyone that's new to the game always has trouble controlling the wing cap because the controls are vertically inverted. So pulling down brings you up and pushing up brings you down. The only advice I can really give you for this is like just keep practicing with it. Take things slow. Get used to how Mario gains momentum out of it by like going up and down and things like that. But there's actually 8 red coins in the air that you have to grab. They're kind of in a big counterclockwise circle with coins just kind of connecting you to each one. And if you collect the top 6 coins, so the first 3 pairs on the way down, you can actually grab that last pair that I missed and had to come back for. You can grab that last pair off the ground by doing triple jumps with the wing cap. But otherwise you're going to have to take the L, exit course, or fall off and then restart. And so whenever you land on the tower, you'll want to hit the switch. The switch will turn on the wing cap, and so all these blocks that were in all the courses will now be solid, and you can now grab the wing cap from them whenever you want. The way the wing cap works in particular is if you're on the ground, you can actually stand in place and triple jump, and whenever you finish your triple jump, you'll go into a flight mode with the wing cap. And then if you want to ever cancel flight mode, you just ground pound out of it. It is on a time limit though. I think it gives you like maybe 20 to 30 seconds with it before it runs out. And otherwise you can do normal triple jumps. It's just that in this particular instance, if you have the wing cap, you don't have to have momentum. Because normally when you do a triple jump, if you're standing in place, it'll only let you do a double jump. But when you have the wing cap, you can stand in place and do a triple jump. So, you know, don't try too hard on getting a perfectly timed triple jump off of like this block right here or something, when you can just stand on top of it and do a standing one. Otherwise, when you get the 8 red coins, After you've hit the switch, you'll want to grab the star. And this says when you grab it, one of the castle secret stars. There's actually 15 castle secret stars in this game. For the most part, I'm going to grab them at the end after I've done all the courses, but each of the like power up the caps, I'm going to do them as we get to them, because you actually do need them to do certain things in the game. But yeah, so now that we have the wing cap, we can actually go back to Bomb Battlefield and finish up. Well, actually start it instead of just doing the first mission and leaving. We can actually do everything in here now. So we're going to start off with star number 2, Footrace with Koopa the Quick. Koopa the Quick is right here. He's a gigantic Koopa. He says, "Hey Mario, is it true that you beat the big Bomb? Cool! You must be strong and pretty fast. So how fast are you anyway? Fast enough to beat me, Koopa the Quick? I don't think so. Just try me. How about a race to the mountaintop, where the big Bomb was? What do you say? When I say go, let the race begin." And then you have the choice of either racing him or not racing him, but we're going to race him. And it gives you a nice in-game timer so you can figure out how slow you actually are. And yeah, we're going to introduce the concept of teleporting. Teleporting is something that you can do in specific spots when you stand still, and it will bring you to the other teleport spot. If you try to use the cannon when you're racing Koopa the Quick, he'll call you a cheater, and then you don't get anything for it. So don't use the cannon. But teleporting, completely fair game. Don't ask me why, it's just how it is. So that first teleport will actually bring you all the way over to like the other side of the bridge, so you don't have to do all the work yourself. And then the second teleport is right there, and it'll bring you halfway up the mountain for you, so that you can get up here without any hassle. This pole always designates where the race ends, and it's always in the same spot. So for this particular race, it's at the top of the mountain. They don't tell you where the end of the race is before you race Koopa the Quick, so if you don't know where it is and you don't want to watch a guide or anything like that, then you're going to want to scout it out beforehand yourself. But if we wait here long enough, Koopa the Quick will come up. And then when he finally gets here, he goes, "Huff, oof, uff. Whoa, you really are fast. A human blur. Here you go. You've won it fair and square." I don't know how much time he actually gives you for it. He's on a set time limit of, I think, like a minute something. So if you can make it in there before he does, in that minute something, you're good. He doesn't have rubber band AI or something crazy like that. But alright, so star number 3, shoot to the island in the sky. We actually do need the cannon for this one, and you want to talk to this Bomb right here that's staying right next to the cannon. And he says, "We're peace-loving Bomb, so we don't use cannons. But if you'd like to blast off, we don't mind. Help yourself. We'll prepare all of the cannons in this course for you to use. Bon voyage." I was obviously supposed to talk to him first, so that's why they're explaining what he does now, but yeah, we're not going to use that cannon, even though we just opened it. Instead, we're going to come over here, and there's actually a cannon to use right here on top of this mountain. And you can just walk straight up the side of it. Or, well, you can, but it's better to jump up it. And then what you're going to want to do is kind of find the corner of this mountain, or the corner of this island, mountain. I always aim like slightly to the left of the corner, like this corner right here. I always aim slightly to the left of it, and then go straight up as far as possible. And if you do that, you will 100% guaranteed always land on the corner. And then once we're up here, this box right here contains a star, and it's actually the star that we want. Alright, so star number 4. Find the 8 red coins. You know what that means. It's 100 coin time. To start off, there's 2 blocks right here. The left one will have 3 coins in it. And then there is a block that we can carry around. If you're carrying a block like this, you move super slow, but if you jump, you get a lot of forward momentum. So I'd recommend jumping with it, and then breaking against the wall for 3 coins. And there's 5 coins under the bridge, which you can actually hang off of, by the way, just in case you didn't know that. We're not going to bother with the Goombas. The Goombas are kind of... Actually, we'll kill the Goombas. They give you a decent amount of coins in this level, so you really don't need to kill enemies all that much, but we're going to do it anyway. And then the first red coin that we're going to grab is right there. Then off to the right, there is this Koopa that's wandering around. If you jump on him, you can land on a shell, and then we do what's called shell surfing. You'll keep the shell for as long as you can not run into anything with it. And otherwise, when you run into enemies with it, it will kill them in one shot. The Koopa that you stole the shell from will try to take it back by diving into you. But if you kill him instead, then he'll drop a blue coin for you. So you'll definitely want to do that. There's 3 Goombas over here that we're going to kill for the coins. And then up here, there's a red coin that we're going to grab real quick. We're going to go past the chain chomp and then jump over his little pole that he's attached to for a 3rd red coin. And then coming over here, there's a ring of coins that we're going to want to grab. And then when we make it down here, we're going to run to the wall. We actually don't need the shell anymore. There's a red coin behind this gate and a switch that opens the gate. These bomb bombs will give you 1 coin if you kill them, or they explode on their own. You really don't need almost any of those coins, but if you see them, then you can pick them up. Oh, actually the shell would have been useful to go up here. If you can keep the shell and go up here with it, then that's good. Otherwise, you're going to have to either wall kick up the wall. Oh, I'm really bad at wall kicking, so... Or wall kicking, jump kicking. Anyway, if you don't have the shell, but you still want to get the red coin, you have to go around and then go down the slope and then grab it on your way down. You can jump while you're sliding to kind of correct your angle a little bit and back up if you need to, or if you passed it and you just or want to grab it still. Otherwise, we're gonna keep going up the mountain for a little bit because there are coins along the way that we can grab. The first batch is actually gonna be right here next to this bomb and this cannon. And then the second batch is right past the actual cannon that we can use. Actually, that's all of them, think about it. So we're going to jump into this cannon and shoot over to the island in the sky. When you're on this cannon, I'd recommend aiming for the tree, because the tree will stop your momentum. Aim a little bit above it. And then, of course, there is a red coin on top of the tree that you do want. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab the wing cap. And then we're going to side flip into these coins just to grab them super easily. And then otherwise, we're going to triple jump into the air and grab all these coins that are just kind of sitting there for the taking. Uh-oh, I missed the island. Okay. If you miss the island, just come back down to the cannon that we used to get up there originally. When you have the wing cap and you shoot out of the cannon, you'll enter into flight mode immediately after you stop, like, with your cannon momentum, I suppose. But anyway, we're gonna grab another wing cap just to refresh our timer. Oh, I went straight to the ground after the triple jump. Don't do that. Be sure you're not holding up when you triple jump like that with a wing cap. Alright, so we're gonna get about 80. I think 80 will be fine. Scoop up another 5 real quick. Or we're gonna miss all of them. Nice. We might use the cannon. The cannon might make it a little bit easier. Yeah, we're gonna use the cannon. Alright, here we go. So, normally you have coins to show you where to aim, but we're gonna aim about right here. There we go, 80. That's exactly what we needed. So then we're gonna come straight down here. And actually, there is 2 red coins to grab here. And there's 4 poles. And if you run in a tight circle around the pole about 3 times, it'll spawn 5 coins each. So that's why you need about 80 coins, because there's about 24 coins down here-ish, plus the Goombas. But then after we finish up grabbing all these coins, we can grab that last red coin, and we'll be done. Bad coin RNG. I want the coin to go next to the red coin, but it's completely random which direction those coins pop out and go. And then we're done with that, so I've run out of time for this episode. But if you enjoyed watching it, please hit like, and if you really enjoyed watching it, consider subscribing. And next time we're going to continue the rest of Bomb on Battlefield and kind of make our way throughout the game some more. So I'll see everyone then.